Looks like Erik ten Hag is continuing to gate what we call more and more smiles onto his face because more players are obviously returning back from injury. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys and where you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David is my name, and we are here to talk about Tyrell Malacia back on the green grass. Then we're having Wan Bissaka is another one who is obviously doing wonders. Into this is also back onto the grass. That obviously gets us to a very good mood as a team of Manchester United. So Dalot has gone ahead and obviously revealed to us what it means to obviously make a bounce back from the bad times that United have been in and going in to search for a third consecutive win in a row, something that we're not going to hate to do this season, So we thank God for the gift of life. The Muslims Barakallahu fikum, and I hope everything is obviously going on as planned. This is Rokan David. Don't forget to subscribe. Now, injuries have been obviously troubling the side of Man United, and the list had the following: Bissaka, Malacia, Luke Shaw, Lisandro Martinez, who else? Amad Diallo. Right now we have 5 players injured at the club of Man United, and today we've gone ahead to get some good news coming in from the physio team of Manchester United. And the story was broken yesterday from the head of the social and production United stand, that is RXN Pixels. He told us that Wan Bissaka was in individual training on the grass today at Carrington. He will be back soon. Now, this is the news we want to hear, especially for players like Wan Bissaka. If we had Wan Bissaka, would have gone ahead to obviously find ourselves in a situation of obviously letting Dalot to play as the left back in the crisis that we had. So that's why his absentia is really a big miss at the club of Man United, because when he's away, things don't oftenly go on as planned for the club of Man United, and they don't work out well. So to my own understanding, I really believe that we need to see to it that we really get excitement. And what does his returning with the grass mean? It means if he really quickens up his recovery, he'll be starting group training sessions in 2 weeks from now. That is it. But if at all it takes long, then he'll join the group training sessions when Manchester United returns from international break. That will be around the 25th or 24th of November. That is it. So that is Wan Bissaka for you, and he's really one of those players that has gone ahead to obviously put in a shift every time we've gone ahead to call in for it. That is Wan Bissaka, and I really believe that he's going to be doing some good job for the club of Man United. And you know why we need him back? The main reason, I think I talked about it yesterday, that imagine if at all Dalot gets an injury right now, that means we are really having a shortage. Even if Wan Bissaka is returning, you don't want him to be playing alone into that position. He has been one of those players who are really non-injury prone at Man United. But guess what happened? He got an injury because of the very many games he played last season, and this season looks like Erik ten Hag played him very many games. So if you want to keep these players fit and not get serious injuries are those injuries that keep a player like for 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out, Those are non-serious injuries. But injuries that really go in 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks, those are serious injuries and really caused by a player's playing time not being really monitored very well, and regulated by the manager. So all I want is to see Wan Bissaka getting back for the games of Man United, see to it that we obviously get ourselves to where we deserve to be as the club of Manchester United. When Bissaka is available, you obviously get to know that the competition is going to intensify. Now, when he has been away, it has been a blessing in disguise for Dalot, because Dalot has gone ahead to put in assists. He has gone ahead to obviously put in goals, and the way he surges into the final third is really important, and you really find him very important. You really find him very, very important, especially when it comes to balancing the two. That is the defensive and offensive plays of the game. But for Wan Bissaka, by the time he got an injury, he showed us that he's improving very, very massively. So that is it from Wan Bissaka, and I really believe that he's doing lots of wonders, obviously coming through and turn into a player that Erik ten Hag will always want to have into his squad of Manchester United. So we pray to it that he hurries up, and I would like to see our team really getting to shape, especially as we enter December. If at all we really have a fully fit squad, we can easily catch up the top four if at all we continue winning these games, because after Man City, let me see our fixture. After Man City, right, we are playing Newcastle in the Carabao Cup at Old Trafford. Then we play away at Fulham. Then we play away at Copenhagen, and we end up with Luton Town at Old Trafford as we prepare to return on the 26th of November. So in these remaining games, I think we just have to pray to it that these players really represent us, the variable players. But I think we can win these games, even if it's the game of Man City. If Sergio Reguilon comes in and obviously plays some good minutes today, and he obviously gets them in the tank, then United will obviously find themselves in a position of really featuring him in the game of Man City. Against Newcastle, I think we can beat them at Old Trafford. Fulham, we can win against Old Trafford. Copenhagen, I think we can go away at their place and beat them. And Luton Town, I see all these games winnable by Man United. So we just have to see to it that our players really do the needful as we wait for the arrival of Wan Bissaka back at the club of Manchester United. Then after that, we had a story of Tyrell Malacia. Tyrell Malacia is also another good player that has been away. For him, he hasn't kicked a ball this season. But for Wan Bissaka, he played against Bayern Munich. He played against Tottenham Hotspur, against Arsenal, against Brighton, against I think over teams, and he got an injury. At least for him, he was up for the preseason, and he made it sure that he plays for the club of Man United at the beginning of the season. But for Malacia, he never did a preseason, and he had any injury. Now we've been told by Stephen Railston, he's a Man United writer for the Man United news desk, that Tyrell Malacia could return from his knee injury as early as November. He's back on grass today doing light ball work. So when you look at Tyrell Malacia, by the way, his return might obviously take some time. Bissaka, in 2-3 weeks from now, he might find himself in a position of playing for the club of Man United. But for Tyrell Malacia, because he underwent any surgery, that means he's obviously going to be out for some time. But I really believe that the story that he has all he had any injury is really a fallacy. I brought you a story here when Erik ten Hag was furious about those people who really come out and reveal the exact injuries these players of United are really having, because he doesn't want this news to be let out for the opponents to obviously come and capitalize on that information and really injure players in those particular positions where they've been reported injured. Like, for example, if you say to it that Tyrell Malacia had a knee surgery, right, these players will obviously aim for his knee. So I think there is a lie of injuries that these players are really having, such that they paint a false image to the opponent. They go for the knee, yet he had an ankle injury. Because if we're talking about a knee injury keeps a player out for very many months. And when you count July, August, September, October, you feel like those are like 4 months, 5. It is equivalent to the injury of the knee, but I'm really suspicious because the speed at which he's going to hit a return. The same applies to Wan Bissaka. Even Luke Shaw is really coming in at Old Trafford and really getting what we call going for rehabilitation, so to it that it obviously heals in time. So Ten Hag is not okay with the injuries his players are really suffering from to be really revealed to the public. He hates it. He doesn't want that into the public eye. That is Eric Ten Hag for you. So as things are really going on at the club of Man United, we all wish that it's gonna be the best of the best, and we'll obviously bring you the best of this when you're really getting into it. But the return of Tyrell Malacia will also be a huge reliever to the club of Man United, because we'll be having at least another left back to obviously come in through and obviously cover up for Sergio Reguilon. Because Sergio Reguilon, what made him really get injured was he has not been playing football for a very long time, and when we got him at Man United, we played him 90 minutes. He never had a preseason with Tottenham Hotspur because he was not a player that the manager really saw as very important, and he came in at Man United when he's not even much fit, but you saw his qualities that were really elite, and that's why you see it that rumors are really circulating all over Old Trafford that United might obviously go in and sign this player, that is Sergio Reguilon. So that's the problem. So if at all he was really regulated very well, like when a player was available, then he goes ahead and obviously does the needful. What needful? He gets himself into the know of being played minutes. I would have gone ahead to obviously get his body back to full fitness, and he would have gone ahead to last long. So we need these players back, especially because we are really having just one left back fit, Sergio Reguilon, and one right back fit. So if at all we really get this duo back, it will be a very huge boost for the team of Man United, because we need to see our team really using the width of the pitch, and that is one of the things that our team rarely goes ahead to really use and exploit. So we need to see it more often, that our team is obviously exploring those moments a lot. Now, for Diego Dalot, he has gone ahead and really said the following before we take on Copenhagen, that when tough moments come by, we always show that we are united and that we will bounce back no matter what. And this will be, for sure, one more moment. I think the fans will try to memorize this as a beautiful moment to remember the great person Sir Bobby was, and a great footballer he was as well. Tuesday will be special. This is today. It's a very huge day at Old Trafford. We are obviously going to be giving or celebrating the life of Sir Bobby Charlton at Old Trafford. The stadium will obviously have to really be quiet or keep silent for like a minute, and I think decorations outside Old Trafford will obviously be doing so for the man that was really great for this club of Manchester United. So guys, your thoughts on to Tyrell Malacia and Wan Bissaka injury boost are welcome into the comment section below. Both are back on grass to see to it that they obviously take us to where we deserve to be. So your reactions onto that are welcome in the comment section below. The match is coming in through, and I'd like to let you know that I'm going to create a WhatsApp group, and every after the game I would like to get only 10 lucky people to come in through and really give me their narrative about the game, as how it has gone ahead to go on and really get played. So I'll be giving you a link, you come in through and we talk to you, record it, and obviously upload it onto this channel. I'm out. May the living to God bless you abundantly. The Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum. Rokan David remains my name. 3 hours from now, the game is going to be on, and 2 hours from now, we are going to be live onto this channel bringing you the latest concerning Man United. Ciao, ciao.